Mm. Yeah, welcome back. We're still in this fire temple with more doors. Oh yeah, these you can open. Apparently there are traps everywhere. Yeah, I don't think that's detectable at this point. That you can open too. Oh god.
It be the decision I'd make.
I sense great
Oh, a beating heart
treasure,
burns fiercely within the brazier.
Probably some
If you are careful, you could remove it from the flames.
Consider it done.
That's the thing? You go ahead, Corgan.
Be paid with.
The flame extinguishes as the beating heart is removed. The heart is still red hot and burns to the touch. Enormous still beating heart is hot as coal and scorches the thick clothes it is wrapped in. It belongs to the giant Yagashura and is somehow connected to his invulnerability. Cool.
I will do my
I
best.
think we have to go inside the giant doors now. We have another heart to pick up, I believe, right? We have his adoptive mother heart. Okay.
Your end shall be quick if you let it.
Slave woman. You there, half-elf, release me from these chains. Why are you chained up in this place? Wait, do you think, fool? I am Yagashura's unwilling concubine. Now release me at once. Unwilling concubine? I want a neutral answer. What's in it for me, I suppose? You demand payment to release a chained and a helpless woman? What kind of vile scum are you? I don't know, maybe you're a witch. What do I know? I didn't have a neutral thing to say to you, sorry. So I guess I shall release you. I don't know, what if she's an illusion or something? Ah, free at last, I suppose I am your death. Well, I will be beholden to no man. Though it galls me, I will tell you what I know of Yagashura. Alright. Ask your questions, half-elf, and I will answer them as best I may. But be quick. I desire to escape before the master of this place returns. Who are you and how you got here? I should cut your tongue out for your impertinence, but since I have no weapon and since you did save my life... Oh, really? My name is Elastra, a warrior from the Northern Lands. I had heard legends of Yagashura, a child of Baal born into giantness. I came to this place to see if the legends were true. You are very intelligent, I suppose. Yeah, I thought you had been kidnapped or something. You simple fool, I came here to join Yagashura, to offer my sword to his service, to follow the mighty giant as his army laid waste to the Southland. So what went wrong? Why are you not with him then? I wanted to become part of his unstoppable war machine, to revel in the slaughter, to have my blade dripped with the blood of all those Yagashura crushed beneath his mighty boot. And instead you wound up as his pleasure slave? How ironic! The fair giants in this temple are short-sighted fools. They recognized my warrior skills, but saw me only as a potential mate for Yagashura. A chance for him to further spread Baal's seed. Yeah, that would be pretty obvious, because you're a woman. What do you think they were thinking? God. But now they are dead and I yet survive. My only regret is that I could not kill Yagashura's followers with my own hands. I have nothing more to say on this matter. Next time think about the fact that you're a woman, first and foremost, and then, you know, find another way to do things. Maybe, I don't know, pretend you're a man or something. Don't give yourself up as a woman. Join me? Do you know how Yagashura's invincibility can be overcome? Yagashura is not so stupid as to share his secrets with me, but I have been here many months and I have overheard bits and pieces of many conversation. I have heard mention of a name from Yagashura's past, Naeli, an old crone who lives in the marshes of the Forest of Mir. She may know Yagashura's secrets. Okay, so she's sending us back to her, so yeah, it's fine. And I also know Yagashura is obsessed with the golden chest he keeps hidden beneath his bed. Unfortunately, this is the full extent of what I have been able to learn in my captivity. Well, you can go. Then I shall return to the north. The sulphur stench of these lands galls me, but if rumors of my shameful imprisonment reach my ears, I will know whom to hunt down for vengeance. You know, you could have played it so much more, you know, intelligently as a woman. You could have been maybe compliant to him and then just stabbed him in his back.
Far too long since our last battle. Jan Yaronti Windbag. Tell me a story to ward off the boredom. And if you know what's good for you, it'll be about dwarves.
Oh, he called him Ian. Jan, actually.
Ah, finally someone who appreciates my tales. A story about dwarves, eh?
Let me see. Of course, my cousin Kimball. Not himself a dwarf per se, but Kimball always was of peculiar taste as for a gnome. He fell in love with a dwarven lass. She was stout and stocky with a gruff voice and a soft supple full beard. Ah, gnome, you know how to paint a lovely picture. Such a beauty she must have been. Oh yes, she was a fine-looking woman. To Kimball's eyes, at least. She cast a spell on him far stronger than any sorcerer ever could. But she wouldn't have anything to do with my cousin. She had dwarven princes and clan lords after her calloused hand, and she couldn't be bothered with a dirt-poor turnip farming gnome. But Kimball's heart wouldn't be denied. He left his own family to follow this bewitching creature back to her clan home. You're losing me, gnome. I don't want some weepy love story. I want killing and death. Give me blood. You wanted a story about dwarves, and this is the only one I've got. I can't just make up a lie. You know, that would be an affront to the grand tradition of storytelling in my family. Now, where was I? Oh yes, Kimball. My cousin followed the lovely dwarven lass to her clan home in the Alimir Mountains and started a turnip farm there. He had a rough go of it at first, let me tell you. Taxes, levies, zoning restrictions. It was almost like the dwarves didn't want him and his farm there, but they had never tried turnips, so they didn't really know what they were missing. Once the turnips started to sprout, things changed in a hurry. Turns out the dwarves of that particular clan loved turnips, fried, baked, boiled, whipped, pureed, mashed. You couldn't find a meal of the day that they didn't have turnips with. Turnips became so fashionable. The dwarves began to wear clothes made of turnips. Never did a dwarf look so snazzy or smell so appetizing as when he was dressed up in a turnip top hat and turnip tails, with turnip skin shoes to complete the ensemble, and with his turnip business booming, Kimball found himself with more wealth than he knew what to do with. Just walking around his house was an effort, what with all the mountains of gold spilling out of every door of every room. All that gold got my attention, gnome, but the happy ending isn't doing much for me. Happy ending? I never said any such thing. Kimball was rich true enough, but it turns out his dwarven love didn't share her clan's fondness for turnips. In fact, she was deathly allergic. So, She did her best to avoid the little vegetables, but as popular as Kimball's crops were, it was only a matter of time until she accidentally ate one. It killed her, of course. Heartbroken, Kimball tried to return to his own people, but the dwarves weren't just going to let him and his turnips live. They threw him in prison and demanded he reveal the secrets of turnip farming. But that isn't something you can just teach. You either have the gift or you don't, and dwarves don't. In the end, Kimball's frail body succumbed to the dwarves' torture and interrogation, and he left to join his beloved in the afterlife. And the particular clan of dwarves discovered that turnip farmers were almost as tasty as the turnips themselves, or so I've heard. Ha ha ha! Great tale, gnome. You done yourself proud. Yeah, it was nice.
I've killed for less.
No, not you. I want Ian.
Got it.
And I want him to... double? Ooh, what is this? Stone golem page? And I don't know if... I don't really... This is gonna be a normal sword. It's gonna be... yeah. Yeah. It's just sellable stuff. And then we have an invisibility potion, one ring. But what about this page? This page appears to be torn from a larger work, although incomplete. It seems to describe how to summon a golem made of stone. Alright.
Very well.
That's... Ian, do you want to go around?
It shall be done with skill and care.
Oh, no.
Fall creature!
Everyone see that?
Boy, I'm good.
To battle and victory!
Feel the wrath of Emix?
Aye, that be sounding right. A stonebreaker!
You must watch your every move in a place such as this. Dark, foul
The
magic.
wrath of Emix? That guy had that name? Okay then. There you go.
You know, this reminds me of that time way back.
Amulet of the Master Harper. Highly sought after by both thieves and bards, though for different reasons. In addition to providing powerful magical protection against physical attacks, the amulet increases the wearer's proficiency in several rogue skills, but even more valuable from the bard's perspective is the amulet's ability to grant the wearer immunity to all forms of silence. Ah, that's good, but I don't think... This is immunity to level 3. This is I could give this one to somebody else. Ravager +4. Taking the blood-soaked shaft of this weapon in hand brings a sudden chill along your spine. The origins of this gruesome halberd are unknown, though the very sight of it has been known to strike terror into the heart of an opponent. Cloak of Fear. Oh my god. Affected enemies flee in terror for 4 rounds. And we have a halberd wielder right here. Okay, I'm taking it into consideration. Do you have a good amulet? Ah, you have the shield amulet that you need to activate. You don't really cast much, so maybe this is better for you. You're also leveling. Whirlwind attack, another death blow, another power attack, another critical. Oh, you don't really have death blow. You don't have one. Oh.
Yes, yes, a standard tactic, that.
So, okay.
Done. As you ask. It shall be.
Should I step on these? Should I Okay. A bag? Oh, another heart, okay. So, this is the heart of the mother. Inside a small chest covered with rubies, you discover a human heart that is somehow still beating and glistening wetly. How the organ is kept alive in such a manner, you do not know. Bag of plenty +1. Unlimited +1 sling bullets? That's not very useful, but can we put it here? Oh yes, these are normal, I can get rid of them. Okay then. That was cool. Take a rest, save, and then we have a book. Yagashura's journal. The large volume is almost too large to comfortably carry, but in giantish hands would likely be little other than a small journal. Its scribbled contents were made with an unsteady hand and written in giantish, but are still largely legible. Some interesting notes contained within. Finally found a little human ball spawn who's been evading me for 2 weeks in the Kalim desert. Was almost ashamed to eat his heart, but rules are rules. The words that were loaned to me turned out to be useful. I have the old hag's heart now, and she's helpless against Yagashura. Foolish, presumptuous woman, may she rot in that infernal swamp of hers. Most of the spawn that are left are collected in Sardash now, where we want them. Only a few stragglers to pick off once the city walls are overcome, which is only a matter of time. Ilasera was chosen to be the one to go after the powerful bow spawn, the straggler. What is his name? Jean? Yagashura should have been the one chosen. The fool would have stood no chance, but now is not the time to disobey orders. Yagashura can bide his time. So they are all, the main ball spawns that we are supposed to fight against. They are separated from each other, but they also have formed some kind of group, military group or something, because I remember Ilasera, and yeah, she's now dead, but so they all agree with each other, they are all together. It's not like they are each one of them against each other. It's not like a battle royale. It's the most powerful ball spawns against all the other minor ball spawns, and then maybe they're gonna kill each other by themselves, amongst themselves. Like they are collaborating now, but then they will have to go full battle royale amongst them too. And he's taking orders from somebody. The remainder of this journal contains information on the gathering of Yagashura's army and various tactical matters which, while interesting, are not particularly relevant. Really, battle strategy and how he does it is not relevant? Alright. Give this heart to... okay, so now we can leave this place, I suppose.
Consider it done.
Did we search this one? I don't remember.
It shall be as you say.
Sorry. Laligar. Let's move
I
on
wait your
then.
word.
This door cannot be open, really? Okay, so we are going directly back to
It shall be.
the adoptive, Yagashura's adoptive mother. I don't remember her name. And we are going to give her both the hearts and see what she can do with them. I suppose she will help us.
Gather your party before
Maybe.
venturing forth.
Not sure.
Consider it done.
Hello.
Most anxious Niley is, oh yes. Have you found her precious heart, Spawn Child?
Well, I may have. I have 2 hearts here. Are they what you need? Oh, this Niley's heart it is. The Spawn Child has found Niley's poor heart, and yes, this be the boy's heart as well. Gives Niley her heart, and she will extinguish the boys. She will, oh yes. Go ahead.
Yes, at last Niley has her heart. Niley had forgotten how it feels to have a heart she had. Many old memories. It makes Niley sad.
She's going to flip now. And there, it be done, a simple thing it is. The boy's heart is cold now, as cold as his mother's older heart. You will hurt my boy, won't you? No, what has Nihilus done? My poor boy, the Spawn Child will hurt him. Nihilus must stop him. Do we have to kill her? I'm sorry, lady. Yeah, I agree. Like, really? It figures. Crocodile tears. Let's tear that useless thing from her chest again and be done with it. Come, spirits of the glade, come, woodsies of the forest. We must protect my boy, my precious Yagashura. This DLC is it's basically Combat Fest.
Yes.
It's made for whoever likes combat in this game.
Oh, I can do that.
Simple and surge free.
Are you sure you're surge free, Nira? I wouldn't say. You're using those. I think you could switch for a while to your standard lightning ammo, and so could you. A nymph.
If you could use some healing arts.
Get down, everyone!
Go get the nymph. Which one are you using, Corgan?
I can't. I
Use
must.
some healing arts. I could certainly use them now.
Where is she? I cannot click on her, I suppose.
Swing.
With vengeance. So easy, you could almost do it yourself.
Magic ring? Okay, we've already found this once. I think I sold it. And Jean picked this up, so you can identify it. Acrylic stuff. Fine.
Very well. Done.
Wow, I almost expected that to happen.
It is done.
Oh, look at that, Jahira. You found some more of these.
As you ask.
Okay, so now we should go back to Saradash, or should we go to the siege camp?
Shall be.
As you arrive in the clearing, the first thing that draws your attention is the plume of smoke billowing from nearby Saradush. Its walls have been breached in several places, and its utter devastation shows a city that has been completely sacked by invaders. Bodies of soldiers are everywhere, as is the stench of death. The screams of the innocent attempting to flee can still be heard. Yagashura and his army are nowhere in your immediate sight.
Really? Hey guys, welcome back. I just took a break. I think I'm ready to... hello? Okay. These people are chilling. Oh no, they are apparently screaming, the army will kill us all. The army will kill us all. Yeah, okay, let's fight this.
Glory will be ours today.
I didn't expect that.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Okay, while I was taking a break, I leveled up Ian and I've given him the ability of assassination. I was curious about that one. And I've raised my difficulty, I suppose, to easy mode now, so we are now in easy mode. I see if it is yeah, story mode is very relaxing. I'll see if I want to see how easy difficulty is now. Oh.
It's long past time for turnip tea. A little rest will shake the stew from our eyes and ache from our legs.
Yeah, I would.
My mind's even foggier than usual.
Oh, you need to. Okay, you need to rest. You guys need to rest. Are you kidding me?
That's it?
I'm so. Stop already.
I must rest in our quest to succeed.
Yeah, you must rest.
So be it.
I bet you must rest. Can we rest? I don't know, did we rest? No, we didn't.